Welcome to week 3 of NaNoWriMo. It's coming up to the end of the first day, which is Wednesday, the 15th of November, and I am exhausted. This is a great start to the week. Admittedly, I'm exhausted because I've done a full day's of work, written a blog post about NaNoWriMo, and I wrote over 2,000 words today of my novel, not including that blog post. So, I'm exhausted, to reiterate that fact. I am pretty pleased. I don't know how the scene I wrote is going to fit in with the rest of the novel, but it was quite a fun exploration of one of the characters that I've not really written much about yet, and it's just nice and refreshing to take a break from the main kind of storyline and take it back to another one, because I was feeling a bit uninspired today and I managed to beat the goal. So yeah, it's week 3 and this week for me is going to be a big push week because I'm quite busy next for the week 4 of NaNoWriMo and I won't have that much time to write, so this week is going to be me just trying to get as many words out there as I can. My goal is to have more than 40,000 words. Fingers crossed for more than that, but that requires writing over 2,000 words a day. So I've done that for today, I've done that. But it's whether I can keep it up for another 6 days. On with the rest of the week. It is day 2 of week 3 of NaNoWriMo, and I've just finished my writing session of the day. I'm also really cold and feeling ill, which is why I'm wrapped up like this with my hood and my dressing gown. And I had a blanket over me earlier. Oh, winter is great! Yay! But anyways, today I managed to write a scene which tied up 2 pieces of the story together, so it's now starting to make sense, which is good, and I'm looking forward to where it goes from here. I wrote about 2,258 words, bringing me to a total of 30,242 words, which on the whole I'd say is pretty good going, and it means I'm still on track for 40,000 words by Wednesday next week. I am hoping to write more at the weekend, so I may even be able to surpass that goal, but we'll see, at the moment I'm trying to decide whether to continue writing random scenes or whether to start writing in more chronological order, tying the book together to actually make sense, because at the moment I feel I've just got a lot of mishmashed pieces and it doesn't quite flow, whereas in the past when I've written I've tended to just write from start to finish and the flows, and that's helped a lot with the flow. So I'm leaning towards writing more in chronological order now, filling up the gaps in the first part and then continuing on into the second and third parts of the book for the rest of this month and from there as well, because this novel won't be finished by the end of NaNoWriMo. Yeah, I'm still enjoying it. I'm particularly enjoying the fact that I've proved to myself that I can write every day and I can write a decent amount every day. So hopefully this trend will continue after NaNoWriMo as well. So I'll see you tomorrow. And hello, it is I've lost track. It's day 5 of week 3 and it's a Sunday. I've unfortunately not been filming for the last 2 days because I've just been focusing on writing and managed to write over 2,000 words every day this week so far. Unfortunately I had planned for Sunday to be a day of writing, so I just churn out all these words of the novel and get quite far ahead, but unfortunately I spent this morning with a headache and spent most of the day procrastinating from writing in an attempt to get rid of that headache. Great fun. I've still got it, but I'm feeling a lot better now than I was, so I'm going to try and get on with writing. But I think I have been getting a lot of them lately because I have been spending a lot of time staring at my screen while I write, because I'm writing on my laptop. It's where I write fastest, and I'm doing it quite late into the night, so I'm not having that break between stopping writing and bed. So I'm going to try and have a bit more breaks today and in future, because I don't think this is healthy for me to just write solidly for hours into the night and waking up the next day and going to work and staring at a screen all day and then coming back to write and staring at a screen. It's 3 o'clock today and I'm going to try and write at least 3,000 words. I wanted to write 6,000, but 3,000 is my first goal, and then after that I'll be going up by about 500 to 1,000 words depending on time and how I'm feeling. But I'm going to be writing using the Pomodoro technique, so that'll involve 25 minutes of writing followed by a period of time of no screen. And I've got a list of things that I need to do anyway that don't involve a screen. So basically I'm just going to be doing word sprints all afternoon with non-laptop related breaks in between. So yeah, hopefully that'll help push me up to a few words, because it's going to be 2 days next week where I know I'm not going to get any writing done. So going into today's writing session, I have a total of 34,500 words, and I think I would like to get to 40,000 by Wednesday, and I think that is achievable so long as I get the words down but also don't push myself too far and take care of myself. So I'll keep you posted as the day goes on. So I'm just rounding up my second break now, and I've done a total of about 50 minutes worth of writing and finished one chapter during that time. So I've written about 1,300 words, which I'd say is quite good for how I'm doing time-wise at the moment. I'm just going to keep pushing myself to get as much written as I can today. One character has thrown a wrench in the works by electing to be the second victim of my serial killer in this novel, which is great, except for the fact that it's completely ruined my plans for the rest of the book. It means the character that I had planned for the third victim won't really work quite as well now, and I don't really want to lose her as well. So I'm going to have to do a lot of thinking about that. For now I'm probably just going to write it as it's been written, as it's planned, unless more characters come in and change it, because I'm going to have to do a lot of rewriting in the editing page stage anyway, because I have written it out of order and things have changed as time's gone by, as I've written new parts. So yeah, on the whole, it's going to keep going. I've still got a bit of a headache, but it seems to be fading now, which is good. So I'm just going to start my third writing sprint of the day. It's now 6:30 and I've just finished the second of my 2 chapters. I have just started the third one. I started it just as the bell rang to mark the end of that 25-minute sprint. So here I am updating you. So far I'm nearing 3,000 words for those 2 chapters, which is pretty good. I think I should be able to get to 4,000 words today, if not more. Fingers crossed for more, but I'm not going to push myself too much because I'm quite enjoying taking it easy and I want to get an early night tonight, because I've realised that this week I have accidentally planned in one cinema trip that I'm definitely going to do, one potential cinema trip, I don't know if that's going to happen or not, a pub quiz, and a trip to visit friends. So I don't actually know how much writing I'm going to be able to fit in. Yay! So I'm going to have to be a bit more creative with writing and when I'm going to do it, because I'm not going to get as much done in the evenings as I would like. So I may try and fit some in the mornings, which requires earlier nights, waking up earlier. So we'll have to see on that front. But yeah. On the whole, I'm pretty hopeful that I'll make it to 50,000 words by the end of the month. It'll just be a big push, I think, in the final few days, particularly if this week ends up proving to be as busy as I have a feeling it's going to be, and less productive on the writing front as I feel it's going to be. So this may mean that this vlog gets put up later than intended, because I'm going to prioritise writing over all other things, with the exception of those social stuff. So today I'm just going to see how much I can do and do it. I did it! I have written more than 40,000 words, which is really impressive. I managed to write over 6,000 words today. I'm not sure how I did it, but I did, and I'm now really far ahead of my goal. So yeah, this is my word count graph of the month, and that is today. That is all I wrote today. I don't really know how I managed that, and it puts the rest of the month to shame really, but oh my gosh, I wrote that many words. And I now have 40,700 words written and less than 10,000 words left to go before the end of November. And it's only halfway through week 3. Yay! I've only got to write about 800 words now a day in order to reach the goal, which I think should be possible. It does take the pressure off, given that I do have a very busy week this week. So I'm looking forward to knuckling down with that and maybe even getting to 50,000 words before the month is up. I'm quite pleased with that. It's better than I was expecting, particularly since I only started writing at 3 o'clock. I'm enjoying NaNoWriMo this year. I actually feel like I've got a chance. I guess that goes to show what actually being prepared and organised with your life does. I will keep you posted for the rest of the week. I don't know how much I'll get done because it'll be quite a busy week, but who knows. It is Monday of week 3 and I think it's the 20th of November, but who knows, who knows. It's nearly 9 o'clock at night and I've not actually written anything today. I've just got back from seeing Murder on the Orient Express and I really enjoyed it. It wasn't quite what I remember the novel being, but it has been a while since I've actually read the book. So on to writing. I'm just about to have dinner. I'm going to watch an episode of The Good Place with dinner. I've already kind of planned out what I'm going to write. I don't actually have as much writing time as I want today. I kind of miscalculated all the times. But I'm going to try and write as much as I can. I've already thought out what I'm going to write, so it should just be a matter of getting onto page. But again, I don't want to stay out too late. Tomorrow is going to be probably a day where I'm not going to get any writing done. I'm going to see what I can do, perhaps doing some writing by hand, because I've got a pub quiz with work in the evening and they tend to go on until about 10 o'clock at night. And I'm going to want sleep. And yeah, so yeah, it's going to be a touch and go, but I'm going to wrap this up now. I'll keep you posted on what writing I do get done today and tomorrow, but if I keep talking I'm just going to cut into writing time. So it's now super late and it's much later than I was intending, but I have managed to write 1,300 words, which is more than the goal of 800 words of today, so that can't be bad. And I got a fair amount of other stuff done as well, so I just got to work out what I'm going to write tomorrow. Yay! But that is a question for another day. It's the end of week 3 of NaNoWriMo and I didn't manage to write anything on the last day, unfortunately. I wasn't really expecting I'd be able to, but it's still slightly disappointing that after writing solidly every day for 3 weeks, I failed to do so. I mean, I wasn't expecting to be able to write every day this month, but it's still a little disappointing. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with how this week's gone, particularly my Sunday of 6,000 words, because that just put me right into a comfortable position for the final week of NaNoWriMo. I think I've got to write about 700 to 800 words a day in order to make 50,000 words, and I think on average I write about 1,400 reasonably quickly and relatively easily. It's getting a bit more than that takes the extra push, so I may even be able to finish a bit earlier. It's just a matter of managing my time a bit more, particularly since I've got another 2 days where I'm not expecting to be able to write anything. In terms of story progression, I'm really happy. I've finished part 1 and I know there's a lot of changes that I need to make from there, but it feels like it's in a position where, with a few tightened screws, a few rewordings, it will be a solid first part of a novel. And I'm halfway through part 2 and I feel like I'm getting to the point where I can enter the final part of the novel where things will get really exciting. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll actually be able to get to that part in November. I think that's going to have to be a December task. I'm writing so much at the moment for each part that I'll probably get to 50,000 in part 2. This is going to be a long novel, but then there's a lot of stuff I can take out because I've just been writing whatever comes into my head. But on the whole, I'm really happy with my novel as it is. So on to week 4, the final week of NaNoWriMo. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you when it's all over.